What's up, boys and girls? We are live. How we living, Smitty?
Looking good, man.
Yeah, it's interesting night last night. We were right about the Mets, mostly right about the Phillies. Besides Harper and Baum Harper was okay. He at least got a few points. Baum was a bum, but Colorado delivered late on that short side stacks. We avoided nutso stuff from the Dodgers. And it was the Phillies and the Mets. So I'm a little bummed I dug it after we talked. I had a little more Reese Olson. I wish I would have had a little more. Pavetta was fine, but right, Reese just nobody played him, and he was the nuts. Yep. So, and then did I see you got a qualifier?
Yeah, I got a ticket to the Monster. It's actually tonight, so that's the main thing I'm prioritizing tonight.
All right, well let's go win a Monster.
Yep.
So, well, speaking of monsters, this guy's been Jekyll and Hyde this season, and we'll start with Mr. Framber. Where are you at right now? We know where he's projecting ownership on Big Field. How are you feeling at over at FanDuel on that?
I know I'm not going to be playing him in my main lineup, but either way, I'm going to be underweight on Framber.
All right. So what a world we live in. If you would have told me like 6 weeks ago that we'd be here in the middle of June on a 10-game main slate and Tanner Houck would be the most expensive pitcher on DK, I wouldn't have believed you. And I like Tanner. So what are you doing with that price point today?
He's actually in my main lineup on DraftKings right now. I just don't trust any other of the high-end pitchers, so that's kind of where I'm landing. I like his ownership, but I don't know if I'm going to stay there or not.
Yeah, same. I like his ownership. Give me 10, 11%. If he stays around there, he's fine, right? Like, Framber should have the nuts, right? Like, Framber should be, like, the nut matchup today against the Sox. But if we get good Framber, it's great. If we get Brad Framber, we can fade. And same, right? Like, I love Webby, but I can't go there with him because of the weather, right? It's 90 degrees, wind's blowing out at almost 20, there. And I'm not interested, in Pablo. I'm off Pablo today. Pablo's just been too iffy for me, with where he's been landing, when we start talking higher end pitchers and I just don't play Nestor Cortez. Like, it's just a rule I have.
Yeah, I'm not playing Pablo or Nestor either. I don't think they deserve any ownership, really.
Yeah. So what do you think of Marsh and his $7,600 price tag versus the A's?
That's a chalk pitcher I like today. He's just underpriced. He should be at least 85, probably 9K, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, so that's my thing. At 7,600, I'm just willing to eat the chalk on him. So it's how do I get different here? But him, I'm really not going to have much Bassett. The Red Sox have just been turning it on, right? We saw what they did last night. And I'm same with Steele. I don't want to attack the hitters in that game, even though, Steele tends to throw a lot of ground balls. Right? Steele's really a two-pitch pitcher. I like Helio today. We'll talk about it in a little bit, right? Go look at his, what Steele throws and what Ramos hits. And it's it could be a real bad day for Steele if he throws those pitches over the middle to him.
Yeah, Steele's kind of the one I was struggling with too, just because his price is pretty nice, but just that wind blowing out, I don't know if I'm going to end up there.
And I mean, he's a ground ball pitcher, but it's just I've seen what happens at Wrigley too easy. And there's some other guys. So for me, $7,300 Walker Buehler against a team with 5 guys that K over 30%. We saw what old man Paxton did to him last night. I'm on Walker today. What do you think of Buehler?
Yeah, I think he's fine today. I don't mind it. The Rockies they're horrible.
Yeah, and I mean they got it. Stallings got us a home run. Goodman covered me in the end. But but it's not there. So, and my other guys, right, is Myers. So I think a lot of guys are going to take a Framber Myers, Framber Bueller, Pablo Myers, Pablo Bueller, right? Like Hawk there. I'm thinking like I might want to go two of the cheaper guys today on DK just to be a little different.
Yeah, I like that too. That's actually what I was looking at with Marsh. I was looking to pair him with someone cheaper, but I just couldn't really talk myself into anyone. And then the secondary stack that I like is really cheap, so I didn't really need to.
Yeah, but what I like is like I'm okay with leaving that little cash if right like you take Marsh with like Bueller and then you can just play whoever you want bat wise, right? Like
Yep.
you just have any bat you want, um, and you can go there. So I think that's an interesting way to get unique tonight. And then I'm not interested in anybody else, right? Like, don't no Mize, no Sevi, no Gomber, no Harris, no Cannon. You're gonna mix any of these other guys in for any GPP?
The main one is Cannon. I hate the matchup, but he's actually been pretty good, so I don't mind going there.
Okay, nice.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. Oh, we're getting some more lineups. All right, we're gonna have about half the lineups in for the show, which is nice. So, all right, let's get there. We got them updated. All right, we got the Yankees lineup in. I don't know what I like the Orioles side of this game. I like Westberg because he's batting leadoff. Mountcastle cooled off a little bit. Santander's just been on fire. Interesting, they're batting Gunner leadoff, but it's because it's a lefty. If I go there, I kind of like the Baltimore side.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The Yankees are just too expensive, and the Orioles are pretty expensive too, but I don't mind it.
All right. So, it's the totals there. It's 9. So I'm kind of interested in that a little bit. I'm not interested in the Sox Blue Jays tonight from a hitting standpoint. I'm going to pass there, even though I literally said, here's the worst part. I said play Tyler O'Neill as the one-off. I said it on the show. I said it in my article, and I didn't have enough, right? I think I had one lineup with him in it, and I'm just like, I'm a dum-dum. I literally said, like, play him. I love the matchup, and of course he went off.
Yep, that's how it always goes. I have interest in Valdez as a one-off, and that's pretty much it for me in that game.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I like Kelenic still batting leadoff against Mize. Even though he's been okay, he hasn't struck out a ton, but he's been okay against lefties. I like the Atlanta side a little more than I like the Tiger side. I'm just, again, this isn't the spot I want to attack today.
Yeah, I feel the same. Braves seem fine, but they're just inconsistent.
Have we got an update on the weather for the Rays and Twins? Have you got a chance to look?
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, so I mean, I like that game from a hitting standpoint. I really like the Rays side, just because I think Pablo's going to garner some ownership, right? Give me the low bros, maybe a little Yandy, but Siri's still pretty cheap. So I kind of like that. I like the Rays side a little bit tonight there. And I like the Twins, but I tend to not get them right.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I like this game for offense if it plays. We'll just have to get an update because they were kind of almost in my main lineup, but just because of weather, they're not right now.
Yeah, same. Like I like the Tampa side here. So, and then Lewis, right? Like Lewis is the one-off play him. He's $6,200, right? He's just mashing, right? Like he's going to keep going up until he goes there. And then we got the big win game in Chicago. Like I said, I really like Ramos. I like Flores. I like Chapman versus Steele. Soler, right? Give me the right-handed bats. I don't hate Bailey at 3,700 catcher. And then from the Cubs side, the Cubs are okay. I just want to get to the Giants pen. Like, Webby doesn't give up, a ton of runs, but he doesn't K a ton either. So I'm kind of torn on the Cubs side, but right, the total's 9.5. So I'm definitely a fan of the Giants side here.
Yeah, that's where I lean too. I'd rather attack Steele than Webb. Webb's just a good real life pitcher. But like you said, I like Bailey. Just a top 6, I would say, of the Giants lineup. They all look really good.
Yeah, I like there. And then tonight, I like the Rangers side of this game versus the Mets today. I like attacking Sevy, right? Seager's splits are going to be monstrous. Josh Smith, Lowe. I like that side. I think I saw a notification earlier that Heim was going on maternity leave. Did I see that right? Am I out of my mind? Oh no, we got a lineup. Heim's in. Okay. So, but I like that. I like the Rangers side tonight, and I still like JD. I like Lindor. I don't hate even bringing 1 or 2 back into this game.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I can't ever get the Rangers right, but I really like Seager, and I like the Mets top 5.
Yeah. And then I'm all in on the Astros today. I think Jordan is grossly mispriced at $5,400. Their ownership is nice. Diaz is still only $3,900. Altuve, I definitely like the Rangers side. And Cabbage is back. He's $2,500. If he takes off, you know what I mean? Like, he gets you a couple steals. He more than pay. If he gets on, he's gone. So he more than pays for it.
Yeah, I like the cheap pieces of the Astros too, like Singleton and Cabbage, like you mentioned. But for me, I'm more on the White Sox side. I like attacking Framber today. He's going to be one of the highest owned pitchers. The White Sox have the second highest ISO against left-handed pitching in the last 15 days, which is kind of weird, but they're just cheap. They help me fit what I want to play.
Yeah, and it's for me, it's just the pricing of the Astros today. Like, I really like that pricing. So, and then, right, we got Coors. We know where we're at, right? Shohei, hey, he's always 6,900 today. They dropped him. They got him below that magic 7K marker. Big jerks. Right? It's hard to not want to attack Gomber today. Pahey's batting 5th at 4,300 is nice. I like Kiki today, at 30. He's a good way to punt third base. Rojas is still only 4K. And, again, I'm going to try to play him if I can. And then I like Walker's side today.
Yeah, I didn't play the Dodgers yesterday. Today I am. I like them more today just because at the top end of pitching, there's not really anyone I see that you have to pay up for. So I think there's a lot more roster constructions that make the Dodgers optimal more often than not. So I like going there.
Yeah, and you can work, Teskar in today. You can work some of them in. Really, it's really easy besides Shohei to get everybody pretty comfortably in some lineups. So I definitely like that side. And then I'm pretty sure we're on the same page here. I love the Brewers tonight. Total of 9, nice weather in SoCal. They get to face Canning. That's kind of a sign me up spot.
Yep, that's where I'm at. And my ticket to the Monster right now, my lineup is Dodgers, Brewers with Marsh. So I like the Brewers tonight.
Yeah, I really like Reese. Adames is only 4,500. I get Yelich has been a little cold, but they got Terang hitting at the top, which I like. And he's only 4,700. I think that's I just think it's a good spot to go after tonight, right? Like, as we start looking at how it goes there. I'm not really interested in the Angel side. It just doesn't sound appealing to me, right? I hate his price, but I like Contreras too. And again, as you look at what, Canning's a kitchen sink guy, right? He's throwing that 4-seam, right? He's throwing his slider. He's throwing a changeup. He's throwing a curveball. They hit changeups pretty well, right? Adames, Churio, they all hit some of those pitches pretty well. So I really like that side today.
Yeah, I do too. If Myers was owned a little bit more, I'd probably go to the Angels, but I don't really think there's a whole lot of leverage there.
No, and it's got some lights on options if something weird happens. Yeah. And then tonight, I'm I get why some people might want to play KC, but I don't love KC tonight. I just like these other games we talked about, looking at the lineups and stuff. And I'm not on the A's. Like I said, we both like Marsh. I think Marsh is going to deliver, right? I mean, go look at that K rate, short of Andujar. It's a pretty ugly lineup there.
Yeah. I don't have really any interest in the over-under is only 8, so I could see KC as a pivot, but that's not really where I'm going.
Yeah, I totally agree here too, D. I like this spot for the Giants. I'm going to have some of them in as I mix them in here. So, that's it today. You kind of got where we're going. So who you got? Who's your moonshot today, Smitty?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Tommy Pham.
Oh. However, I do love last year how we made that money on him. I really like Ramos and Soler today, like against Steele, just because of that weather. But my guy I think that's mispriced right now is Janir, is plus 400 at FanDuel, and he's 310 at DK. So I think that's some nice value for Diaz today.
I like that.
Yep. So, all right, boys and girls, we will see you guys in Discord, and let's go take down a monster, buddy.
Let's do it.
All right.